How's it going, guys? Test failed today. Hope you enjoyed your test today. Otherwise, it's time for another one of these yearly Nintendo Switch like clips and screenshots, where I, show off the entirety of this little album page that has this year. I think there's like 232 clips and screenshots, which is only 4 less than last year, but like that's not that much of a margin. Although I think most of these are screenshots rather than actual clips. I don't know if that makes things better or worse, but yeah. And I think I'm just gonna have to accept the fact that I don't think I'll ever be able to actually do this correctly, where I upload this like at the end of the year, which is what I want to do. But no, because right now it's December 22nd as I'm recording this, so yeah, there's not really a whole lot that I'll be able to do, but here we are anyways. I don't really know how to say this, but like this year as a whole has just been really strange, but also fun at the same time, so I can't really complain for that reason. I think that's enough like delaying it. Let's just go all the way down here to the album, because yeah, exactly 232 clips and screenshots. Now hopefully everything will go right, but I don't know, who knows. Anyways, starting with this one. So welcome to this random thing that I did where it was just 8 Kirbys fighting each other for really no reason other than just because lol funny reasons. That's it. I don't even remember the outcome of the battle, it just kind of happened. Okay, welcome to this, where anytime I play Mario Party, I like to show the final results of this, as well as the star graph, which is directly afterwards. Not really that impressive, it doesn't really matter, it's just me like being like, hey, when I played Mario Party, here are the results I got. Dead last, no. Oh, whoops. But it's fine, it's fine. And here's the star graph, you can see how I literally got 0 stars, all I got was the bonus star at the end. That's kind of funny now that I think about it. Here is another one, I don't remember, when were these taken? Whoops, like, when were they? Okay, this one was on December 30th. So, okay. Like, was that also this one? No. Huh, interesting. Anyways, here is me actually winning this time versus the other time. Although it was like a tie. Like, look at that 3-star way tie. And here's yet another Mario Party game. This time me coming in 3rd. Or is it me? No, I'm actually 2nd. Was I really playing as Luigi? I don't even remember. Oh well. Anyways. And here, there was the star graph. If you want to look at that. Oh boy. Just looking at the screenshot is kind of interesting. So, this is just me marking, hey, I got a shiny Delibird. That should be something to, like, be joyous about, right? There's one small problem. I don't have one shiny Delibird. Now, I would want to be like, oh, well, I mean, it's because I have 2! No, I have, like, 6. So, honestly, like, it doesn't really matter. It's just kind of like, oh great, another pink bird to just add to the pile of shinies that I don't really need. Mainly because here's another one. So this was when the new specials like came out, like the new like triple splashdown and stuff at the time. That wasn't really the point. This was just me being like, hey, let's see if I can do a sneaky play. And somehow it worked because I KO'd one of them. Somehow didn't fall off the edge, by the way. Look how close I was to falling off the edge. Starting a Booyah Bomb that somehow KO'd 3 of them or 2 of them, I think. Yeah, 2 of them. So flank strats actually worked there, which is interesting. was just noting this because when I saw this Yanma, I was like, okay, let's catch this thing. And its cry, and like almost like blended perfectly with the shiny sound effect. Or rather the other way around. The shiny sound effect, like kind of blended with Yanma's cry somehow. Unsure how, but it just worked out like that. Oh, there we go. There's another one. Not quite a shiny Delibird, but still a shiny Rotom that I kind of just randomly found. Not intentional, it just kind of randomly appeared. I mean, that's kind of how most of my shinies are. A lot of them are just like, hey, it just appeared. Okay, let's catch it. Because why not? Tarapago's the hidden treasure of Area Zero. No, this is not actually the thing. It's the fact that there's just 2 Dragonites on the field. Just casually have 2 Dragonites on the field. And one is male and one is female. I didn't even notice that. So yeah, no, duh, this is just me flying. You can literally see, this is just me flying. I'm like, okay, well, I need to take a picture of a water type because of my, like, one of my, like, BBQ quests. And then there comes a shiny Tentacruel. Just there for some reason. Oh, okay. This screenshot isn't really meant to be anything. It's not really meant to be about the raid. It's just the fact that the link code was 8887. Like, that was so close to just 4 8s, but nope. I love how, like, I'm just, like, climbing this wall because I'm getting, like, surrounded. I turn around and I just see 3 seal heads and KO them all. I just find that really funny and just surprising that that worked. Also the fact that I just barely had enough charge. Like, look. And there we go. There's another shiny Delibird that I couldn't actually catch because I was using the Synchro machine. So, not much I can really do there. Not like it really would have mattered as much because I didn't need it, but, you know, it's there. Oh, okay, so this one isn't really meant to be important. It's just the fact that looking at the IVs of this Bulbasaur shows that it has pretty good in every single stat, which I would argue is, like, rarer than having a best in every single stat. More Mario Party shenanigans. You can see this. I don't really remember most of these Mario Party games. It's been, like, forever, but, you know, they still exist. Oh, this one. So, you notice that Donkey Kong isn't moving. That's because Donkey Kong was a human that, you know, was a human character, and then that person actually had to leave to do something. So we were just kind of messing around. The fact that the AI was that much of an idiot to just go into the spotlights, into the player, like the spotlight of the player that wasn't moving, was just kind of funny to me. So I'm not really sure what I ended up doing here, but somehow it worked. Like here I get you, and then I somehow was able to get them in like almost around the corner. So that was a surprising, like, just Swiffer snipe that I was able to get. And here we go, more Mario Party Superstars. Just casually having us play. I don't really remember these games all too much, but it's fine. I think this was my first time playing against all master CPUs. I don't remember exactly. There we go, there's that. Oh boy! Casually going up against four dualies, splat dualies, like the regular ones, and then just having I'm like the most oddest one out, like, I think, as the brush, because we have the oh wait, no! I'm the gold dynamo. Never mind. That one Octo Brush, like, Nuvo is a little, like, the odd one out, because that one isn't a gold one. Also, I just realized I'm the only Octoling of that group. That's really funny. of this lobby. This might have just been a latency issue, but I still think that's kind of dumb. Look, like, that's where the stamper is, and then, like, it just gets teleported back down there. Scarlet and Violet at its best. Just Pokemon in the walls, or inside, like, the mountain. Now, the Dragonite, I did that on purpose, but the fact that there's just a Delibird there, and I can't obtain it, is kind of dumb. And here we are, another. I think the only screenshot of me getting like the shiny box without Lightstone. Okay, this happens a lot. I just want to note this right now. I will be screenshotting every single time I get a 10x battle. So there's one. Man, this clip just always makes me laugh in a way. Look at this. This Crackon Slat Roller wants to KO me. I don't know what happened here. I was trying to jump to avoid it, and it just ran out of ink. I mean, so did I, but like, I just found that so funny and also so upsetting. It reminds me of that one Splatoon 2 clip I had. I think like the first ever video I did, where like a similar thing happened, where the roller ran out of ink, so they couldn't actually crush me. Alright, so there's nothing much happening. It's just realized that my ink is low, so I tried to refill a little. And I was trying to see if I can KO this charger, and they spawned an ink wall or splash wall. And I think it's really funny how the splash wall pushed me forward into that direct hit. Not really that impressive until you realize that the overtime was happening. They had 3 points remaining and we had a long way to go. So this was just us trying our absolute best to making sure that we can actually win. And somehow it ended up working out, to be honest. Unfortunately, it did involve using Zone Cheese with the Reef Slider, which I didn't want to do, but whatever. There we go, there's another shiny Delibird to add to the pile. That's essentially how I feel about shiny Delibird right now. It's just like, oh great, another one. Another Scarlet and Violet at its best, just Dragonite just spawning in, spawning under the like literally just out of bounds. This is just me playing Pikmin 2 for no reason, and I just found it really funny how I was able to glitch the game like this by using purple Pikmin. Like that. Getting a treasure that needs yellow Pikmin but with purples, and here I am just like celebrating by running in circles for no good reason. I don't know why. Oh, that's the wrong direction. Oh, here we go. So here I was just, here I just threw a yellow Pikmin directly on top of the gate, which I found really funny. Oh, right, this! It's honestly so funny looking at this compared to what I'm looking at, the Sparks of Hope. Anyways, see those little black dots? I don't know what those are, but they just kind of exist. They just kind of exist right now. They're just there. I really don't know why. But they are, and that happened to me in the recording, too. When I think that was like the final episode I did before I put the series on an indefinite pause because I was more or less just so bored. I was like, I want to record other stuff, and then I'll eventually go back to it. And again, I will eventually go back to it. It's just not right now, especially when I have so many more different Mario RPGs going on right now. Here's some more naturally generated Minecraft at its best, just casually having a chunk that just didn't work correctly. So here it is, just a bunch of water falling into an area in our Minecraft Adventures world. And here we go, here's another shiny, but this one is a different one. It's not a shiny Delibird, which is more or less happy because this one was actually going for, rather than Delibirds that just kind of happened to spawn. I was like, okay, here, there's just the mass outbreak of a Pokemon that, you know what, has a cool looking shinies. How about we go get it? And this actually took me like 2-3 attempts of like the mass outbreak versus all the Delibirds, where I just feel like every single mass outbreak I went to, there was always one, which really annoyed me after a while. But anyways. I was convinced before then that this little like glitch with the Pikmin was gone, or like removed in like the Switch like remakes. Well, they're not really remakes; they're more like ports, I guess. But you know what? The fact that some of the Pikmin like get delayed is so funny to me. Oh, this one! This one was really funny. So, I'm not exactly sure what happened here, but like, somehow, while placing these blocks backwards in creative mode, combined with, I guess, like, Yahtzee placing blocks in a way, caused me to be in the swim position, but floating, which made, like, absolutely no sense, but here we go anyways. And here's a screenshot of that happening. It's weird how I have the clip first and then the screenshot. Normally it's the other way around. We just have the classic, everyone throws a bomb into the last, like, Flyfish's, like, launcher. Here we have a broken steelhead. Look at the steelhead. It was absolutely not wanting to, like, try to use its bomb. It was so weird, like, how it was just standing there, not doing anything. Oh. So, I'll admit by saying this screenshot does not really, from this perspective, it doesn't look like the torch is floating, but it is actually floating. It's not on that one stone brick that you think it would be on. It's not. And it's really fun. You can confirm, I'm pretty sure if you go to the Minecraft Adventures video where I did find this. I don't remember which one it was, though. I want to say it was the one that was called That's a Lot of Diamonds. I don't remember, though. I just found this to be a really funny and very cool, like, Splatoon 3, like, victory with Rainmaker. Like, having tons of missiles flying at me, which should have KO'd me, somehow it didn't. And the fact that all of them were, like, respawning made it, like, so they were all in this little area. And that one Rainmaker blast KO'd, like, almost all of them. So I'm only clipping this because, like, it's just weird how when I was on this little area, my Octoling character just straight up was, like, headbanging for some reason. Like, I didn't really even do anything, I was just on this little edge, and I guess the game didn't like that. I don't remember if this was my practice attempt or if this was from the stream, but I just found it really funny when I defeated this this horned cannon beetle. I'm sorry, it's not just not an armored cannon beetle. It's like a horned. I don't know why. This treasure just kind of slowly floated all the way over there until it hit the wall. I don't know. I don't think that was intentional because of the way it was floating. Like, and the fact that when it hit that wall, it just dropped, like, dropped like a rock. Like, see, it just, like, fell immediately, almost. Again, do not remember if that was a part of the stream or if that was part of my practice attempt. But I don't know exactly what happened with all the rock Pikmin kind of just like getting stuck on that one section. And then going there, and then disbanding like that. So... how and why did that work? Like, here, I, like, somehow was able to one-hit KO them, even though it looked like I was outside of the bubbler. I guess I wasn't. It's so weird how that ended up working out. So you saw that, right? When it came to our section, Ranger Man was just lagging on, like lagging so hard that it just made it look like Ranger Man first of all fell off, but then just teleported and somehow went inside the battle before we could even. It didn't even matter because the game disconnected. I'm pretty sure it was just lag and not actually because they were hacking or something. But I just found that really weird and funny. Oh, this screenshot is just saying like, hey, during the extra work, here was our best effort, and it was not that good, to be honest. Like I don't even think we even made it past like wave 3 or 4. Somehow we got top 50 though. Like, although I guess to specify, that was like me with Krusty Sean, as you can see. This is just me doing the tutorial of side order, and me just, like, not even realizing that that is a thing you can do. Where you could like, a special can actually be boosted by the little, like, jump panel. So, look at this. This is me placing a sprinkler there because I'm like, okay, this will help me at least like get rid of some of these like gelatins a little bit. Little did I realize that it's essentially just the MVP of this entire like stage and clip. This was me just trying to deal with all of the enemies that were just being thrown at me. And like, it's so funny, like I was so preoccupied with all of these gelatins that when I got back over here, like, it's actually, the portal's almost already destroyed. So much so is that I got, like, one hit off, and then suddenly the sprinkler just finished it off. It was so weird and funny. Oh, a screenshot of just a bunch of 8s on the screen because of 8,888. Damn it, on Overloader. This is a screenshot of, hey, 61 golden eggs and 1 waves that we somehow got. On a Swimming Bird stream, I just realized, but it's fine. So here I am, I don't know why, as the Grisco? Yeah, like, as a Splatana, like, the Grisco Splatana being like, oh, okay, let me see if I can climb up. I cannot climb it up as a Grisco, like, Splatana. And then here, there's a Moth, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm dead. Nope, this chum just kinda saves my life by knocking me out of the way of the Moths. So, there you go. That is just me getting saved by a chum. I just found this clip really funny, how literally it was like, oh, one of my teammates is gonna use a heal speed on me, and because I ate like a Totter Seed for really no reason other than just for belly reasons. So okay, eat the heal seed, perfect, that'll help me. As I moved, I step on a slow trap, and because now the ally's like, okay, let me use your heal seed, and now that heals both the slow status and the confusion. Like, that was such a funny coincidence that ended up happening. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay, never mind. First of all, here's Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, but in Spanish. But no, the actual reason is just the fact that there's casually just 2 slumber traps next to each other. Oh, I'm sorry. Trampa sofriana? Or somnifera. Okay, there you go. Here we go to just random Splatoon game and physics and whatnot. Here I am trying to throw a bomb, and then this chum just says absolutely not and just knocks it out of the way. I guess they kind of had to like somehow make it so that a chum would actually hurt me instead of help me. I just found this really funny. So we got a wipeout. Okay, that's pretty cool. Like, okay, let's see if I can try to, like, finish them off. Here we go. Boom. Just absolutely one, like, that one, like, Ultra Stamp that I just used and threw. Managed to KO 2 of them. And create another knockout. The thing is really funny, yeah. Because the Flingza Roller was still technically dead, it counted as another wipeout. It was pretty hard to tell, but this was actually one push. Yes, we scored 1 Power Clam, and somehow was able to get enough Power Clams to the point where we actually managed to just get it from 100 to 0. Which is kind of insane to think about. I think the funnier part is just how close we cut it. Like, if you look at the very beginning, like, look how close that is to running out. And then we just scored the Power Clam, fully resetting the counter. Or the timer. And here we are, cutting it close kind of again. Okay, we refreshed it a little, but there's now enemies spawning, so we have to KO them. And then comes this, surprisingly. Here, we have Tentamissiles, which could cause a lot of problems. And yet, somehow, Shadow Orca is able to just barely score the last few clams we need. Such an intense round. The fact that we ended it on 1 push was also the funny part. Hello Splatoon lag. Look at this. Look at where the splash wall is placed on my screen. Look, right there, and then suddenly it just teleports right there. I just found this kind of funny. Here I am just getting rid of that little, like, sniper guy. And I was like, okay, there's this one, like, sprinkler. I need to get rid of him. And then I was like, okay, where are all the enemies so I can use my, like, tri-strike correctly? Casually, this is where the fleeting gelatin is right, like, it's literally right there. And it's just KO'd right there. What's so funny, though, is that I never actually noticed that when I first, like, watched this clip and then, like, edited it down so it was shorter. I thought that, like, when I threw that, like that, I thought that that's where the gelatin was fleeing to. And I thought that's how I KO'd it, but no, it's there. It just, like, it just went in all my enemy ink and everything. And, like, the, like, pearls, like, what's it called? Like, killer whale. The drone killer whale. So let's count how many times I missed Ominous Wind. 1, 2, 3. 3 times in a row I missed Ominous Wind. I had to use the move 4 times for it to do any damage. And the best part, it didn't even KO this thing. It just did 94. I just found this really fun. Oh, also, I guess I should have specified that most of these, like, Mystery Dungeon clips are coming from my, like, first playthrough of the game, like, my first save file. Anyways, welcome to another one of these times where it's an apple trap. One apple in the tool house became a big apple. Oh, such a tragedy. Like, as if, like, that's, like, worse. No, an apple turning into a big apple is actually a good thing. I just found that really funny. So I just found this to be a little dumb. Here I am, like, clearly above the Moz, and yet it still KOs me? Yeah, that was definitely some lag. Here I am, like, just like, okay, being shot at, okay, I need to do this. Alright, let me see if I can flee. Perfect, right? Well, this guy is just, like, missing somehow. Nope, I just, like, straight up, like, just die in the middle of the super jump. Which must have looked really weird on that one person's screen, because I probably, like, just, like, they'll see a red X, or not a red X, but just an X, like, at the top of the, on the top of the map. That's when it's really funny how there's this one steelhead that launches their bomb on top of that, which is kind of funny to think about. And the best part about it, it inks nothing. I don't quite remember exactly what this was, but I think this was just me doing a rank battle for no reason. And I think, like, the animation for ranking up, like, to a completely new, like, class, or just, like, yeah, completely new rank or whatever, played, like, in such a weird way. But that is just Pokemon Unite, so there you go. I honestly do not remember why I have this screenshot. Like, is it because, like, the score is so close? Because that's not really that impressive. I've seen it where it's been 1 point away, or, like, literally when it's tied. So here's just me in Peaceful. This was just me trying to do some, I think I was trying to do some off-screen stuff. Here I am just punching this piglin off the edge, but look what happens to the piglin. So is there a reason why it, like, seemingly died because it hit the ground too hard, even though there's no ground there? Like, you'd think that, like, me just, like, you know, punching it off the edge should have just made it fall into, like, the lava or hit the ground too hard or whatever. But no, it just kind of, like, died in midair for some reason. And I highly doubt it had low enough HP to where I could kill it, because all I used was punches. I think it's really funny how the fleeting gelatins were just kind of in one area, and I was able to KO them all with one of the, like, explosion, the explosion, like, fire mode on the crab tank, and that just knocked them all off the edge. So, it's kind of hard to realize, but I was just this was me, like, so there's a person that needs help, right? And they need a Pecha Berry. Okay, there's a Pecha Berry right here, and I didn't have one in my inventory, so I'm like, okay, let me go pick this one up. Blast Trap! And it destroys the Pecha Berry. So now it's literally impossible for me to go complete that request, which I found, well, it was both funny, but also really annoying. The glitchiness of the Splatoon unit, like, Splatoon and Flyfish. Here I am throwing a Splat Bomb, and the game just refuses to let that Splat Bomb inside and just knocks it out. Here we go, we have 10x battle. Oh, I know this clip. So here's just like being like, okay, one of the players disconnected. There's not much I can really do. Here's the funnier part. Notice anything weird about this scene? No? Well, how about you look in the top left? So, why is there a super jump marker arrow? Why is that there? It almost looks like it's pointing at my inkling in a way. So I'm clipping this because this happened twice where an enemy kind of like rushed at me and I somehow was still able to KO them despite that. Like, here's the second time it happens. So, I'm not really sure what happened here, but as I was filling the shell-out machine, the game just was stuck on the screen for a little bit, which didn't really make that much sense. So at first I was clipping this because I'm like, oh, I managed to KO this charger because I made him back into the Booyah Bomb rather than it like I didn't throw the Booyah Bomb at the charger. I threw it behind them so that they would try to run into it, and that's exactly what ended up happening. The funnier part is the fact that I was able to get like 3 KOs like this. That's an Aerospray RG, mind you. I'll admit I don't really know why I have this clip here, but I think it's just the fact that it was like, battle started, or battle time! A communication error has occurred. I think that's the only reason why. Other than that, I really have no idea. Did you remember the fact that I just kind of threw this curling bomb in that direction because it was the end of the match? And I'm like, okay, let me see if I can what I can do. Here I am being targeted, And that curling bomb just KOs 2 of them. Oh, this is a personal screenshot about this, about the secret notes in Stardew Valley. Not even knowing the fact that those secret notes do actually, there is like a way you can see them again. So this is kind of more or less useless to me. Same with this one. I mean, same with this one as well, but I also don't know what that goes to. Anyways, here's a screenshot about just us, all 3 of us. Somehow, this was random, by the way. Like, we were all just like kind of playing Splatoon, and then it was like, wait, and then like we weren't even planning on playing together. It was just like we were all playing it, happened to be playing at the same time. It's like, oh, cool, and then we just went up to a team and did this. Oh, this one, this screenshot. So, this screenshot, I was taking this because it's very rare for many, I'm just saying that there are, even though there are like 3 different emotes that let you depict with your weapon, very rarely have I seen it to where all 4 of the victory emotes were ones that depicted you with your weapon. I just found that really funny. And, like, very cool, because I wonder how rare that actually is. Probably not at that, actually, the more you play it, but, you know. I just found this really funny. As I'm going up against Parallel Cannon, I'm just, like, playing as Charger, and, somehow get the perfect snipe there, which I actually have a hard time doing normally, so I'm surprised I was able to do it then. What is this? Oh! Okay. I love how, like, Pearl is not actually in their Pearl drone. It's actually just, Pearl is just sitting by that little cliff thing. Pillar. Which I just did not know was a thing. If you stood on this, like, if he's, like, stayed, like, idle, like, here for, like, long enough. Oh, okay, so this was us in multiplayer. I just found it really, really funny how I was able to lock on to this rule edge that isn't even like, it's not even like a wild one. It's actually like, it's Yahtzee. So I just found this really funny that like I just was able to lock onto it as if like it was one I could encounter, but I can't. So I don't know if you realize this, but look, or more or less listen. You could just barely hear the fact that of me losing control at that point. It's really interesting how that worked out. So I'm not surprised that was unintentional, but that was so funny how that worked out. Like I ran into this thing, because I touched it, I took damage and it bumped me, and it bumped me over here, which is like ironically where I was trying to go too, which was really funny. So yeah, this is just me trying to use Ultra Stamp to clear the mission, and somehow, me throwing it up like that managed to hit the turbine tower in order to clear. Oh, okay. This is a screenshot where you can't really see because one of the like flyer tag things is in the way, but this is a 32.5%, like 22.4% and 32.4%. We literally won by 0.1%, even though, like, yes, like, the cyan team and the purple team are on the same team. It's still just, like, the fact that we won by literally 0.1% is really funny and really insane. I'm also just having this clip because the fact that 2 turns in, like, not really 2 turns, but, like, More so the fact that in the same turn, Miss Ball got used twice on a Pokemon that on Pokemon that don't actually know Miss Ball, but have means of actually using Miss Ball. In the turns of this Togekiss with Metronome, and then this Mr. Mime using Copycat to then end up getting Miss Ball. I want you to pay attention to the those sprinkler enemies, especially notice something a little strange about them. See, I'm not sure what happened there, but you can just about look at that. Is there a way I can zoom in a way? Is there a way I can zoom in? Kind of. It's just casually not having a fun time there. I wish I could zoom in more, but I kinda can't. This is the best way I can do it. It's so weird. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I don't know what Yahtzee was doing, but this was just Yahtzee apparently naming this village Toad Town. I don't know why, but it's a thing. Honestly, I would more have to ask Yahtzee23 why they did this, but it's whatever. So, this doesn't really seem that special until you realize this is not the right music that should be playing here. I have no idea why, but there we go. This is Solaceon Town, but it's not playing the Solaceon Town, theme. It's playing, one of, the route before it. Oh, this was me just being, this is actually kind of a useless screenshot now that I think about it. This is just me being absolutely confused on, why did it give me the 100%, exploration bonus even though I didn't actually explore 100% of it. That's just how Endless Ocean, map works. So, I'm not sure exactly what happened here, but I guess while giving XP candies, it goes okay, it's about to evolve. It spawned all the way down there. Oh. Right. This was during the one, dragon event that was happening at Unpokemon Unite once. I just find this really funny to think that the fact that there's 2 Dragonites, okay, that's fine. There's 5 Goodras. There is 5 Goodras in this one lobby. I honestly do not remember why I have this screenshot. I'm just gonna assume it's because I had Burst Bomb and I used it at the perfect time to when the battle time was popping up and it just made this weird thing. 10x battle! That we actually won. By 1%. A 10x battle. Welcome to, somehow getting a Burst Bomb snipe. That's all I needed to KO that one character. I don't know why I cared. It's an Inkling or not. It was an Inkling, I think. This was more so of a screenshot for, I think, was it the Solar Cave episode? Or it was one of the grinding videos. No, it was the one that was after Solar Cave, that one episode for Mystery Dungeon. And, my Arceus, this took way too long to do it. So, yeah, I was very glad that it ended up happening. 10x battle! 10x battle! Oh, okay, this was a screenshot of the fact that I finally got all of the menu icons on my first playthrough. My first playthrough. That took 228 hours? Which is surprisingly a lot. This is just me really being this is just me playing TQID as on my main account just because of I'm just hey, I'm excited to play this game again. I triggered this cutscene with Munio, and I just find how this Spinia is just kind of like essentially dancing in the corner because the enemy froze as I triggered this cutscene. I just found that really funny. So this is just one of the cooler features that was added in the remake. You can now like jump like over things that originally wasn't possible to in the original. I'm glad that like which made scenes like this really funny. Too bad you can't control yourself while you're in that, which is kind of upsetting. Here's Merlee doubling the star points on a boss battle, which I really wish happened in the main series, but not. Or even against an Amazing Daisy, which again never actually happened, because in the most video I recorded of it, which I guess is like spoilers, but it's fine. In the most recent like T2ID video that I recorded, Merlee doubled the coins I would get, but not the star points, which meant I was literally like one scene off, which was just upsetting, more or less. Here's a random little glitch that I found while I just kind of like was able to position myself inside this little plant. So this screenshot was more or less the revelation of the fact, oh my Arceus, wait, that's the W emblem. This wasn't a thing in the GameCube edition. And there we go, getting 98 star points from... Oh, okay, it's not here. But it's a different screenshot. Or a different clip, but I just found this really funny. As I picked this up... it, like, the bush went, like, sprang back up, but I'm like, now just standing in midair because of that. Wait, which one is this one? Oh, okay. Okay, that one makes sense. And this was a revelation when I realized, wait a sec, that's the W emblem. Dupless has the W emblem, which again, wasn't a thing in the GameCube edition. Anyways, here I believe was the clip that relates to this screenshot. I'm gonna assume. Because right now I have 4 star points and 388 coins. Yep, 4 star points and 383 coins. Or is it? Yeah, it is, okay. And what I mean by that is that Merlee doubles this. Oh, this clip, okay. I just find this really funny. Here we have this, the Spiny Frozen and Upside Down. And look what happens when I use Ground Pound. So, what happened there? Why was that when Snom, I think is what I named this Yoshi, ground pounded, and each time it hit the Spiny, it just levitated upwards each time? Like, that's not where it's meant to be. It was meant to be on the ground. Now here's another screenshot of the little, like, dragon event. Just, in the last round that we had, like, 5 Gutras, here we have 5 Dragonites in one lobby. I just found this really funny that, like, okay, I was able to pick up this item with the spring jump, okay? Not that impressive, but since I had to toss the item, I was like, okay, then what do I toss? An in coupon, sure, I don't really use these. And it just tossed it up there, which I found really funny, because I thought it would toss it, like, where the player would be at, but I guess not. Or the player, as if, like, the player doesn't have a name, it's Mario. So, what happened here? here I am just gonna use a mover because like, okay, one spawn, okay, this will be convenient. And then as I use the mover, I go to another floor that has another mover, which I found really funny, and also pretty impressive and lucky. I just found this really funny how, okay, this Ice Puff, I missed the super card, and now Koops is down, and I didn't really know how to KO these guys. Like, okay, I'll use Earth Tremor. I just found this really funny how the Shy Guy just picks up Koops. Which I don't quite understand why they do that, but it's kind of, I don't know. Did they do that in the original game? I honestly don't remember. Well, no, actually, definitely not, because those Shy Guys didn't exist, so that's really strange. What happened in the original? I honestly don't remember. So I don't know why I made the clip like that long, but here is us just like doing a little friendly match. It was me, that one Kip, Gusty Son, or I'm sorry, Goddess of Rainbows, and then Yahtzee, just us like playing Splatoon and doing some random dumb challenges or whatever. And this was like us all doing sloshers, and look how close the tower control was. It was like 20 to 30. And first of all, the game is lagging quite a bit, but that's to be expected. And here we are, just only barely winning. Like, that was such a clutch thing, cause I was just barely able to get that KO before the tower would have stopped moving. And this is us playing hide and seek, and this was my hiding spot. This is a screenshot that more so goes to them than it really goes to the viewers. Wow, the game just does not like to handle this. Look at this frame rate. Like, it just drops really hard there for some reason. I have no idea why. Okay, this was me screenshotting of, like, me finally hitting the times 2 panel, which I found really hard to do for some reason. Which, again, it's, like... Yeah, like, at the time, I found this really hard to do. But now it's actually pretty easy for me to do, so it's not really that impressive. But hey, I thought it was being cool. So it's kind of interesting, so I'm just starting to play the plane game. And it actually starts with Mario in the danger, like, panting like danger, because that's exactly what happens. When you're at 5 HP and below. I just found that really funny how that it actually worked out like that. I'm only clipping this with the fact that when you get a game over and you choose like retry on Crump, the game just gives you a Super Shroom and a Fire Flower, which, like, okay, cool, I guess that's like nice, but like I also find that to be a little too like cheap. Like, okay, I got a game over, not because I just found the game hard, because no, I've beaten this game before and whatever. Not to fight the boss fights hard, I was just being an idiot. It was simple as that. Oh, okay. So these 3 screenshots were, I think, from one of my Quest to All Weapons things that I did. And I bought like way too many different weapons, and I have not one, not 2, but 3 screenshots that all show like the exclamation mark showing new weapon like thing. So here we have another case of this like the lesser sound actually helping me than them hurting me. Because here this cock just launched me directly to the egg basket. So, this is me trying to trigger this thing, and I somehow survive, and here's me trying to get on it. I get launched by this chump, and just barely make it on, somehow. This is just me, like, playing this game, and then, like, here, I was, like, flipping the star piece panel to see if I got the star piece. Okay, I did. I somehow landed on it when it was in that position, which I highly doubt that's like a speedrun tactic that you could do, because I highly doubt like a star piece panel is close enough to where you can like do that, but the fact that I was able to land on it is cool. Maybe a speedrunner can do good things, or maybe it was already found, who knows, but whatever. I just thought that was kind of funny that when I encountered that. Oh, this screenshot, this wasn't even a screenshot that I took. This was one that I think my cousin took when we were all playing Mario Kart. And it's just really funny to see the fact that we have 3 people in this little prison area. Okay, this screenshot isn't really that important until you, because it's more of an inside joke between like me and like I guess more so Yahtzee. But the fact that one of the people in this team is just named Wander. Here's just the screenshot of like the little like the end of the game, like the ending screenshot before it says like I think the end. I just found this really funny to think about, like how it works at the very end of the game. So here it's me playing tower control. First of all, I somehow KO the one behind it and not the actual roller, which I didn't know existed. And then I got an assist there, and then just KOing everyone on the tower. I don't think we won still, but it was fun at the very least. Trying to do that. So I'm not really sure exactly what happened, but I'm assuming that throwing the Booyah Bomb at that like rate just made it so the Booyah Bomb didn't land and didn't even hit the wall. So it just kind of went through the wall somehow. I think this is just me screenshotting of the fact that I see minecart chests and the fact that they're just kind of there because of the Minecraft chunks not loading correctly. Which happens way too much in Minecraft Adventures, but it's more or less normal now. It's just something we have to deal with. Careful! So, you kind of need a little bit more context for this scene other than just the clip, so I'm going to try my best. So, I feel like my game just kind of glitched out there in a way. So, first of all, look at this. You can definitely hear Rabbit Luigi's voice, so you can tell that Rabbit Luigi is being targeted. Yet for some reason, and like Rabbit Luigi was like really low on health, so I highly doubt that it was going to survive. But here's the weird thing. It shows Rabbit Peach's like health bar, even though Rabbit Peach was already dead. And the weird part about that is that, like, I feel like that must have, like, broken the game for some reason, because they were probably meant to be targeting Rabbit Luigi. But the game, look at all these ghostly walkers. They aren't attacking at all, even though, like, Rabbit Luigi should have seemingly died. And I think, like, to the AI of these enemies, Rabbit Luigi died, but the game didn't consider Rabbit Luigi dead. And therefore, like, the game just kind of gave me the victory. Which I found really weird and confusing. So I don't know what happened, but I guess just me running into that wall at that camera angle just made the camera like just freak out. I just find it's really funny that I was actually able to, like, dizzy Hooktail, or not dizzy, confuse Hooktail with the head rattle. The funnier part, though, is the fact that I even got head rattle, because that was given to me from a Fuzzy, which was kind of insane to think about, that a Fuzzy actually dropped that, considering that the odds of getting a badge from enemies are oftentimes really low. They must have increased it in, they must have, like, increased the, like, the odds in the Nintendo Switch edition, because it was, like, really rare. And here's me doing it again, except it actually working. Well, okay, that was just me missing the ash command. But look! Confusion! And didn't attack. I just found that really weird and funny. So I'm not sure exactly what happened here, but somehow I was able to KO all 3 of them at the same time? Okay, well not at the exact same time, but you get the idea. I have no idea how I did that, but it just worked. So, look at the time. It's literally only 1 minute has passed. And then suddenly, your opposing team surrenders, your team wins. I don't actually think that's what happened. I think my game just kind of, like, glitched on my screen and it said that, even though it didn't actually happen. I think I just, like... I don't know exactly what happened, but... It was really weird. Oh. This is just upsetting to look at. 1,999 out of 2,000. I'm literally 1 coin away from obtaining that. So, how the heck did I get those red coins? That was like, actually literally straight up down to the wire. Look at this. Grab that red coin. Went through this teleporting wardrobe. I just spawned on that one, which was pretty lucky. Look, the timer hit 0 as I enter the room. And somehow still barely got it. I'm just gonna assume that the game glitched out a little bit, because, here I am getting revived. I didn't even have invincibility frames as I got revived, too. So I fainted, but as you can see, in, like, my, like, fainting animation, I picked up hearts. And, that just caused me to revive without needing to actually be revived by someone. Which I don't exactly know how and why that happened, but it happened. So you saw that too, right? Look at the pink Luigi. So it picked up 1 red coin, but for some reason the game counted that as 2. I don't exactly know how and why. Such as that you can literally see in room A, there is a red coin, but nope, we didn't even need to grab that for some reason. Oh, this screenshot is kind of more or less upsets me. So, I mean, there's a running joke between me and Yahtzee where it's like, you know, I jokingly say I don't deserve MVP, yet I end up getting it a lot of times in these games. Here's the one time where I actually disagree with the game, and I don't quite understand how and why. So, if you look at, on my team, we have the person that got MVP has scored 102 points, KO'd 10 people, and assisted 4 people. What about my stats? I scored 221 points, so like over double of the point score that the other person did. I scored almost double the amount of KOs of 19 compared to 10, and assisted the same amount, and yet I get an NPC score of 89 versus 90. Again, this is the one time where I actually feel like I deserve that one for some reason, and it literally, based on stat-wise, it should have made sense. So the MVP rating must just be absolute dumb, like arbitrary mechanic that is not obvious to the player at all. I think this is it happening twice. Yes, it happened twice in a way. Oh, actually no, this one is arguably worse. We have the exact same MVP rating. 86 to 86. Here's a 10x battle. A 10x battle. A 10x battle. Oh, this was just, like, us winning even though the enemy had both of the Ultra Signals, and I was on one team, too. So I would like to know how that works. Here I am, I jump on Yoshi, jump off of Yoshi, and that counts as jumping on Wacka. So weird. Okay, this is just me, like, it literally says the photograph, like the dive site, and I just figured that, hey, like, this one was actually kind of fun to, like, go through, and that I figured, hey, maybe if you ever want to visit this dive site at all, you can go ahead and do that, but I don't. This was just, if you want to do that, go ahead, but I mean, I found it kind of fun to explore. I'll admit there's, like, this one little cave section that's kind of annoying to get to, but that's a different thing. At least it's not a shiny Delibird! But here's another random shiny that just kind of appeared. And it's not even on my main profile. It's actually on like another profile that I had. I think this one was the one I was doing a restricted mode Nuzlocke of, but I don't remember much about it. I just know that this can sometimes hurt my eyes when I look at it, and surprisingly it didn't now, but when I went into dash mode, the screen just constantly was in this, like, blurry state. And it stayed like that for a great chunk of time. And it's so weird, though, because, like, it normally is only meant to, like, blur for, like, a second, not for the entire thing you're dashing through, and it's so weird. Anyways, 10x battle. 10x battle that we actually won, and I actually saw it on this little thing. There's a 10x battle and a 10x battle. Yep, there's a lot of these. There's a lot of 10x battles I kept encountering while playing in Splatfests. There's another one and another one. So it just felt like I was being attacked by an auto bomb launcher. Listen to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's like half of an auto bomb launcher. 10x battle. Oh, okay, this is just the screenshot of the fact that I was able to hit 777 Pianta tokens, like exactly that amount. Like, I don't know how I have exactly that amount, but I do. Oh, this screenshot is actually not as impressive. This is me getting 57 eggs, even though we got, like, 61 on that previous screenshot. Hey, it happened again! It happened again with the little glitch of the Pikmin, like, not all going in the geyser at the same time. Also, we're just gonna ignore the fact that my treasure gauge is not completely off. Yeah, that was definitely not fun to experience. So, this is just me going up against these enemies, and literally, watch this. Me, like, somehow having, like, great skill for a moment. Hitting all those super cards, and then just instantly unredeeming it by hitting none of these, but they did no damage, and didn't even burn me, so... Kinda funny, I guess. Okay. This is a little funny to think about. Mario, Bobbery, and the Shadow Queen is confused. Okay, so this screenshot is maybe not that interesting on first glance, until you realize that I have +5 defense. This is really hard to do, because the game tries its absolute hardest to not give you +5 in attack or defense, but there is a way of doing it. It's really hard, and it also involves luck. The way you have to do it is that once you hit 3 defense, once you hit like 3 defense, there needs to, like, 3 defense, and you have, like, and there's only one, you need to only hit 1 more defense arrow before you have +4. You need to wait until there's, like, 5 more defense arrows, and assuming that the game lets you, because that's also a factor, the game has to let you do this, like, hit all the defense arrows, you'll actually get +5 defense, which is pretty insane. Same thing, and then apply that with attack if you want 5 attack, but generally speaking, I feel like the defense is better, but it's just surprising that I was able to actually do that. Too bad that this wasn't a successful attempt, though. And, that's all I'm gonna say. So, this is really funny to think about the fact that only 2 Whack-A-Bumps were spawned, and it was only because of this Shy Guy that was like, here, let me make 1 more. In the form of a Bowser statue. I want to say this is my highest score that I got during this, last, big run or whatever. But I don't think there's... that may or may not be true. I honestly don't remember, but here's, like, a good score. And I think this might have been actually my first attempt, too, so who knows. So look at this. 3 Scrappers. And I KO'd all of them with one slamming lid, only to be instantly unredeemed by just falling in the water. Alright, oh, and here's one of the big runs. So apparently if a job was not completed, it actually shows everyone's default weapon to be Sploosho-Manix, which I find kind of funny. So, let's go count the Flipper Poppers. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And you can just about hear behind me a 4th one. And then, now you can see it right there. 4 Flipper Poppers. I also found this really funny how I threw a bomb instead of throwing the egg. But that's a different thing. Oh, and here's the like, Final Fest or whatever, the, like, Grand Festival, that's what it is. And here's just me taking a picture of, like, all the idols in one area. And also just DJ Octavio just casually there. Although there is one thing I want to say. Regrettably, I do not have a screenshot or a clip. Okay, apologies for that. I don't know what is happening, but it's just Streamlabs being Streamlabs and being weird. But what I was trying to say earlier is, regrettably, I don't have a single clip or screenshot of me actually defeating a Triumvirate. It's really annoying. It's extremely annoying that I don't have one, because it was, like, such a momentous occasion for me, because, like, I just straight up wasn't able to when it first released, but I was able to do it on this one, but, it didn't really matter that much, because, again, I don't really have a clip or screenshot to, like, easily prove that. However, Swimmingbird, the YouTuber Swimmingbird, does have a live stream of that happening, and it is, and I think it's literally the final game that they were doing. I was on that team, and we defeated the Triumvirate together. So that was a fun thing to do. But again, I wish that I had a screenshotted clip that I can easily do that with. Here's a picture of not off the hook, sorry, of Deep Cut, just kind of just at the stage. Okay, here we go. 10x battle! Conch Clash! Not quite the same thing, but essentially the same thing. 10x battle! Conch Clash! 10 times Conch Clash! That we actually won! That made us have this shown on... And then also allow us to take a picture with Off the Hook too, so that was cool. And here's Off the Hook, but on the, I think it's the big stage? I don't remember it, but no, it's not the big stage. Or maybe it is, I don't remember. Anyways, it's Off the Hook. We have a 10x battle, a 100x battle, that we actually won. So I just found this really funny. Here we are at the very end of the game. I'm chasing this one person, but the game ends, meaning it gives everyone invincibility. But because I like stamp one more time, look what happens to this person. I just find that so funny that they just slide off the edge like that. 10x battle! Conch Clash that I didn't take the original picture of, but I have this picture of it. Conch Clash! Conch Clash! And here's a picture of the Squid Sisters. It was the only, at the time it was the only one I was missing, so I kind of needed to grab it. And hey, and now I have a picture of all the idols on my Switch, which inevitably is going to be deleted because, well, I'm uploading this video. I don't remember. Oh, okay, so this was I think after the... This was probably after the, yeah, I think this was after the Grand Fest, and I don't know why, but I guess just reading this just made me burst in laughter. I think that was exactly what happened. What is this? Oh, okay. You could just barely see something a little off. If you look at Luigi, you'll notice that the flashlight and the vacuum poltergust is on at the same time. It's showing at the same, the light is showing, but it's not the light. The light nozzle is not showing. It's the poltergust nozzle that's showing, and it's a really strange thing. It combined both of them. Oh, okay. So this is just me playing Echoes of Wisdom. And when I read this line, similarly like the other one, this just made me absolutely burst into freaking laughter. I don't know why. But it's just, I've been wondering for a while. What does thank you mean? I don't know why. So, I literally hit it twice, and then, it managed to go inside, which I found really funny. It went perfectly inside. And now we take essentially the reverse of the Splatoon thing, where instead of the Pikmin 2 thing, where it was some of the Pikmin got delayed on the geyser. Similarly, as we go into the next sub-level, some of the wing Pikmin just kind of casually fly from off screen and join in. Okay, so can we just explain something? You saw this, right? I hit on this panel, and for some reason the game counted that as me hitting the left panel, the panel on the left of that. Literally, look. Apparently it considered me hitting that panel, that poison mushroom, which was really strange. So this is a 30-second clip of me using one of these little urchins, sea urchins, to KO this one plant. And wow, did it take a long time. Like, look. I also find it really funny how it was just constantly getting cancelled in the animation because it was taking damage. Sorry about all of that. Let's move on. And here is when Super Mario Party Jamboree came out, and I was playing a bunch of that, and this was my first game, and wow, I somehow got 6 stars, and that just shows you how overpowered the Jamboree buddies are, more or less. Because wow, it's just insane to think about. I also do like how the star graph and like the placement of what everyone got is now on the same screen. That just makes it more convenient because now I only have to take one screenshot. Whoops, I do not want to do that. And here's me doing it with pro rules, and it's more or less just upsetting how close I was to actually winning, but not quite, actually. Oh, this is me playing like the DK minigame, and wow, I was 1 point off. From like literally a 1 point difference from first and second place, which is kind of insane. Here we go, we have Roland Wasteway this time. And here I got 8 stars, again, showing you how friggin' overpowered the Jamboree buddies are. Here's another round of me playing on Mega Wiggler Street Party. I don't know why I like this board a lot, but I just do. And if you thought that getting 6 stars was impressive on 15 turns, no, how about 8 stars? Oh, this was in the recording. This was just, for some reason, the B button grayed out like this, got grayed out like this. Like, I could still press it, but, like, it got, like, it was gray in the essence of, like, if I pressed it for, like, up for, like, there's, like, a, like, half of a second where it's, like, gray a little bit, like, it signified that you pressed it. I don't know why it was permanently in that state, though. This is just casually me playing, like, the Kirby Fighters 2, and, like, the fact that and in the story mode, I somehow was able to fight 2 Bandana Waddle Dees at the same time. Oh, wait, I didn't mean to do that. This is just me cheesing the puzzle here by just spawning my own. But then there's another one that I cheese. Yeah, you can just absolutely cheese the puzzle with, like, spawning your own one of these little guys. This just more upset me, if anything. Like, the fact that I was so close to 100, like, just barely missed it. I just found that really upsetting. I was able to get 100, but again, it's really annoying that, like, on this attempt I was so close, but just didn't. So, it might not have been easy, pretty obvious here, but okay. Here's just me stealing a star with Boo, okay. Nothing kind of the same. Here's just me taking my turn. Until you realize that, hey, the star is right here. Okay, I got 2 stars in 1 turn. Actually, no, not quite. Look at this dialogue. Am I seeing things? Spike reached the star again? Yup. This means that I purchased the star a little bit ago. Then I went to Boo, stole a star, and then the star spawned here, where I was able to then buy another star. So I literally got 3 stars in 1 turn. So here was the second one, and then here was the third one, which is so funny to think about. Too bad though, I didn't end up winning, but it was pretty close. It essentially just came down to bonus stars. So yeah. It was a really fun play that actually had me, like, just skyrocket. Yeah, look at that. Just shoot up in placements. Or at least in stars. And then a very much similar thing, but in the opposite way, happened for me with all of these players, including me. Like I spawned in late compared to everyone else spawning at like the right time, or like everyone spawned earlier than me. But I think this was just lag. I'm pretty sure like it actually played out normally. Oh wait, actually no, I was wrong. For some reason there was just like weird thing where like maybe there was a feature that they added, or maybe it was just glitching on my side, but like someone was able to spawn a reslider and then jump out of it for some reason. I don't know if that's actually a thing you can do or if that was a new feature or whatever, but I don't know. So here's just me like getting the like trying to catch up to the skeleton. Look at that. This one just like launches it, but doesn't actually KO it. Because when I go back in this area, it gets launched again into the void. Talk about not being a team player. This clip is just so funny to me, and pretty impressive at the same time. So here I am, just, okay, let me just splat this one person. I don't really know what compelled me to, like, toss my hammer, but I was like, okay, let me just toss this in the air. And somehow that perfectly landed on that one person, which is pretty insane. This is just me casually playing, like, Mario Kart, and then for some reason, avoid this penguin and just barely avoid that green shell, which I'm pretty sure this kit or this like combo doesn't have the best handling and like traction, so I'm surprised that actually worked. See, this clip is more or less annoying because this was the scrapped video I had. I had a scrapped video where I was like, you know, how many of the dungeons, how many like the like still world like dungeons can you beat while only in sword fighter form? Like, no summoning echoes, no using Try's bind ability, no using automatons, only like Link's basic like jump movement and like all that stuff. Like, can you make it? Can you clear dungeons? You can't clear, you can only clear like 2 of them, so it's not really that impressive. But, so that's why, like, but it was more so annoying because, not Streamlabs, sorry, DaVinci Resolve was not happy with how the files were being exported, so that definitely caused me to have to just scrap the whole video entirely, but also just because it wasn't that interesting of a video to begin with. But during that time, I had this happen to me. It might have been pretty obvious, but here we go. Here's me using Sword Fighter form, so, you know, it plays the music and everything. But when I fall down here, I'm no longer in Sword Fighter form, but yet it's still playing the music. The best part is when I activate it again, it carries the theme from where it left off, which I found really funny. So, this is kind of annoying. So this was just me, Goddess of Rainbows, and that one kid just playing Minecraft on the Minecraft world, and it was lagging quite a lot. But it more so created this, like, funny thing where I was essentially just getting, like, ping-ponged all over the place, like this. Like, it created that, like, funny thing, but it was also ultimately annoying at the same time. Oh, okay, this, again, this is more of an inside joke, but the fact that, you know, the Cinderace is the only one in the lobby that doesn't have Hollow Air. Everyone else does. So can I just get, like, some props for this incredibly, like, incredibly, like, smart decision. So here I am fighting this Electrode. Oh, okay, there's a Froakie coming. So what I instead did was aggro the Electrode until it was about to explode. And then what I did was I just made this Froakie, like, stun it like that, for it to get blown up, and then I can easily KO it. Like, I'm sorry, but, like, the fact that I was able to, like, think of doing that was pretty impressive on my end. Oh, like I said earlier about the, you know, like, how the Cinderace was the only one, I essentially got paid back in a way where now I'm the only one that doesn't have Hollow in this lobby. And here we go on a Mega Wiggler Street Party. This was, I think, our most recent, like, game that we did. In fact, I think we did this, like, literally yesterday, and here was the Sorgraph. Very interesting how it ended up. Especially since, like, Luigi was in this awkward spot, was very like, it's kind of annoying that I have to only show you this and not the actual game, because I'm not going to be able to record that, especially since oftentimes I don't record, or I'm not, like, I have my Switch set up in a way where I can't record. Luigi was like a weird threat the entire time, because Luigi had a specific, like, Star Steel trap in an area that was really annoying to avoid, especially since we also had cursed, like, creepy dice blocks applied to us, so it was really, really insane to think about. So, I'm not really sure exactly what happened, but this Talonflame tried to land, and for some reason it just went back in the air, and then it just stayed in the air? Like this? Like, and even got, like, stuck in this animation, too. I'm unsure exactly what happens, but it happened. Something happened. And that's it! That is all the clips and screenshots of I guess of 2024. And man, it really is just mostly wait, let me see. Yeah, screenshots 121 versus videos, which is 108. A lot, and what's the one? Splatoon 107. Dude, that means like over half of my clips and screenshots were literally in Splatoon, which I guess makes sense, because I screenshot all the time to get a 10x battle. But like, dang. But yeah, that's it. That's all the clips and screenshots, which I'll admit that by saying, like, this year, in terms of gameplay-wise, I feel like I did quite a lot on, like, not recorded, which, I mean, is pretty normal. I do a lot of things just, like, not recorded because, you know, life and stuff like that, and sometimes I just want quick entertainment sometimes, and, yeah. And here we are. There isn't really much else to say. I mean, maybe I'll get, like, maybe one extra clip or screenshot, like, because this, you know, it is only the 22nd of December, but I won't really be able to, like, record this again until basically the new year, so I kind of had to do this now. But yeah, I think this is where I'm gonna end it here. So thank you much for watching, and I'll see you another time. You let an 8-ball fall. Goodbye! So, I'm just kind of, like, coming in right now, just to note that I did actually have one more clip that I just, like, recorded, like, not that long ago, or that I just got, and it's this one. So, it's just kind of interesting to think about. So here I am picking Remains Island because, like, okay, I would like to get the shiny Espeon, since it's probably going to be potential energy, an easy way to get an Espeon. That's why I say potentially. But as I go into the dungeon, it literally just spawns right there, which I think is the first time this has ever happened to me, where I just go into a dungeon, and then boom, there's just a strong foe right next to me. It's not a shiny, so I can't catch it, but, or not that I can catch it anyways, but you know, what I'm just trying to say is that, hey, I literally just spawned into the dungeon, and there's an Espeon right there, which is the first time that's ever happened to me.